we're going to try something a little different today. So not only is it not going to be an R Shiny, you know, the title says R Shiny, but it's also going to be more about data manipulation, not a visualization. And the rationale for that is because to get to an R Shiny, to get to a visualization, it's ideal for us to be able to have access to data that allows us to do that. So we need to make the data. So this is more about manipulation. So let's go ahead and talk more about this data set. This data set in particular is one of my favorites because it deals with games, the League of Legends, the League of Legends data set. So we're going to go ahead and run this. Okay, what this code is doing is starting up my tidyverse, which is great. It loads in ReadXL. There's reasons why I use ReadXL. Allows me to read it in a particular CSV, and the particular CSV is League of Legends. So I'm not going to do this very often in this video, but if you're doing this and you have access to this data, you can visualize your data frame by clicking here, view LL_DF, and this is going to be my League of Legends data frame. Okay, so you will notice a couple things in another video. I'll probably go into a little bit deeper, but you have all these different variables for the game. If you're not familiar with it, you should Google it. And so if you want to look at the very first couple of rows within your R Markdown file, you can go ahead and run this chunk. I already did it earlier, but I can do it again, and it kind of gives you the first 10 rows or 6 rows regarding that League of Legends data frame, which is here. So the next thing that I'm going to do is create a new variable called who won. And the rationale for that is because this variable here, blue wins, is denoting who won the game, but I really would like to not use this name. In another video, I'll explain why, but I want to not use this name for particular reasons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new variable called who won. I'm going to not say, I'm not going to say 1 denotes blue winning and 0 denoting blue losing. I'm going to say that 1 denotes blue 1 and 0 denotes red 1. So what this looks like, if I run this right here, just so you can get a glimpse of what this looks like, is that I have this new variable who won. Wherever 0 is present, it's going to denote red 1. Whatever 1 is present, it's going to denote blue 1. So it works. It did what it's supposed to do. Okay, with the very first 10 rows. So what I'm going to do from there is, since I have this variable called who won, I'm going to remove blue wins. Okay, remove blue wins. Okay. And then from there, I'm going to separate my data frames into 2. So you have 2 teams. When you watch League of Legends and watch that video on how League of Legends works, you notice you have 2 teams. You have the blue team and the red team. Okay. And what I'm going to do is separate them to 2 different data frames. Great, fantastic. And I'm also going to denote a new variable in each of the data frames called team. So that allows me to have within the actual data frame the team name of the variables that are contained in that data frame. What I'm going to now do is strip off, get rid of the column names, and get rid of the actual colors in the column names with these lines of code. And the rationale for that is because I want to concatenate, I want to append these or put together these data frames in such a way that they are all in one. Okay, so I'll run this, boom. Okay. And then from there, I'm going to rename my column names for my data frames without the actual color names. Okay, boom. And then last but not least, I'm going to put these data frames together, blue and red, bam. Okay, so if I go to the bottom line, go to long LLDF, I'll now have no colors associated with the variable names. I'll be able to specify who won and then the actual team name. So this is pretty advanced. This is a pretty advanced video. However, if you know regression, if you know logistic regression, you know decision trees, you know bagging and boosting, you know different machine learning algorithms, you know what I can now do, which is great. I'm really excited. But there'll be more videos that break down each and every step and why I do that, so that I can now get into this data frame. Thank you for watching.